on the air after a long vacation. Not really long vacation, but I'm here today. My name is Akil Patterson. This is my goes Erica. Let's get to the late night news. Erica, it's so good to be back. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. I just realized, like you said earlier, like we were just talking a minute ago, this is the first time you and I have been face to face, so to
Yeah,
speak.
yeah, exactly. Like I've known you for over a year. How is it our first
Exactly.
time talking face to face? It's just funny, but that's great. I mean, it's really nice to actually like be able to, throw things back and forth without like a whole Twitter space interrupting us. So it's me and you tonight, Akil.
Oh, well, I'm happy to be on with the gaming mama. That's what you are to me. Erica's the gaming mama because she's got all the major gaming industries coming at her. Web3 people are launching stuff. They're coming at her. They're bringing her the best projects.
Yeah,
I'm just excited to be on here with you. But as
get
always,
it.
let's get to the news first and foremost. So, first and foremost, G Media, that's what this is brought to you by. This is the late night news brought to you, presented by G Media, Gokhshtein Media. Our team is all over the place these last couple of weeks, last couple of months. But before we get into the fun stuff, let's get to the new stuff. And I mean the news, right? So, first and foremost, Ethereum, of the 4,653 active Ethereum nodes that are they are currently in the hands of centralized entities. Amazon alone, let's take this one. Amazon alone accounts for over 53% of the Ethereum nodes. When everyone's been talking about what about the miners, what about these guys, it's been in the hands of the centralized agencies. They've been
Yep.
making the money the whole time. I'm a little bewildered by this, but Erica, your thoughts?
My thoughts is I'm pretty surprised. I just actually found this out today and I was pretty mind blown. It's crazy like we're decentralized, but yet everything is in the hands of Amazon basically. So I don't know if that could be like regulated at all, how that would work. I don't know how, I have no idea. If anybody knows, let me know. But do people, does the Ethereum Foundation get to vote on that or I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either, but here's my prayer, and I'll throw one up to the big guy or wherever the person is. Uh, Ethereum, we are 1 month away from the merge. 1 month
Hmm.
away from the Ethereum merge. Let's hope that when this merge happens, we will see something that has never been done before, and that is uh, the world's largest blockchain kind of group actually merging to a point where we don't have to depend on these centralized entities to do the work on our behalf.
Hmm.
But well, speaking of centralized, Canadian exchanges are imposing a $30,000 Canadian dollars, 30,000 Canadian dollars, which is about 26 or 27,000 USD, annual limit on altcoin purchases. The reason why is they want to protect the consumer. This is some clown shoot right there. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't have a clown suit on me right now, but I would put it on if I could.
Right.
Why anyone in their right mind would dictate who and what investments an individual can go into is beyond me.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I think that's complete total shit. I would be so mad if I was in Canada and they imposed that law. So the four unrestricted cryptocurrencies that you can buy anything of, excuse me, are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. Everything else, 30K is all you've got. So divvy it up wisely, Canadians, because that's all you've got. That's crazy to me. Do they do the same thing with stocks? Are they big brother on stocks like that?
No, no, they not at all. I mean, I own several cannabis stocks up there in Canada, and but my bigger issue is once again they're picking the winner. They're just picking the winners.
Yeah.
Oh, you can throw as much money as you want into Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin, and I mean, and Ethereum is a Canadian, staple, so I can
Right.
see why, because that's what Vitalik is fun. But when you're just picking the winners before this space has actually been able to regulate itself, it leads to more people having more questions about why the government is imposing its will on the people of Canada without asking the people of Canada. And you know what? If I'll tell people later, there's an MP that I had a conversation with in Canada a couple weeks ago, Blockchain Futures Conference, but we'll talk more about that at a later time. But nonetheless, there are legislators and regulators trying to implement good, sound policy around this. And this right now is not this is not sound, and it's not beneficial to the people of Canada. So those folks in Canada, you have my heart right now as your government tries to restrict how you spend your money.
Yeah, that gets the thumbs down from me.
Thumbs down.
I like it.
If we were, excuse me, if we were on our spaces right now, it would be thumbs down. Like, nah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, moving on, in some more happier news, our friend Gordon Ramsay, the man who is known for Hell's Kitchen and dive-ins and helping people resurge their lives, looks like he's taking his talents to the sandbox. And I'm not talking to the one outside of my nephew's bedroom. I'm talking about Sandbox, the Web3 platform that is building a world, a metaverse world. So looks like Gordon Ramsay is opening up Hell's Kitchen inside of the Sandbox metaverse. I'd be interested to know what they're going to cook in there, and like, how do you get the real world benefits from it? I mean, that's just something that I'm interested in just naturally, because you know me, I've been into Web3 gamification, not because I'm a gamer, because I like, invest in cool stuff. And I've been in them for a while, from Illuvium to, I am Immutable X and all those things. But, Sandbox, what's Gordon Ramsay going to be cooking up, Erica?
Well, it says that it challenges for players to become head chefs. So is that a head chef IRL, or is that a head chef in the sandbox? Like, do you get some special avatar? I am not 100% sure, but he actually seems really excited about it. So he said, "Smells like a challenge. Only the greatest chefs can survive. Are you up to the task?" Actually, that was a Sandbox, not Gordon Ramsay, but I'm sure he's still really excited. Create new dishes, win competitions, collect recipes, and compete for your chance to make it to head chef. So I'm interested in that. Also, the Sandbox is actually about to launch their season 3. So they are gearing up, getting like the celebrities in, getting all of the entities that they want to basically make this really bullish for them and make people want to play the game. So if that sells, then they're doing the right thing. So we'll see. It'll be interesting. I'm going to participate in the Sandbox season 3 this year. I think I want to get some of those prizes. I'm competitive. I've got my better computer now, so I'm geared up for it. So who knows, you guys? Maybe I'll be the next head chef.
Ooh,
Probably not.
I like a chef, but that's only because I'm really fat and I like to eat. But anyway, moving on to liking some things and maybe some weirdness. If you're familiar with the Winklevoss twins are those twin brothers that are like 6'8". I mean, they literally tower over me. The Winklevoss twins over at Gemini, they're launching its staking product with Polygon, Matic, Ethereum, Solana, Polkadot, and audio. And it's going to be launching soon. And this is a real flip from where they've been the last couple of months. I know that Gemini has struggled trying to find their footing, considering how the United States government has treated the company as a whole in cryptocurrencies. And they've been very cautious. Gemini has been, I think, of all the institutions that have come out there and staking, they have been very cautious with this. And so now that Gemini is coming out with this, I mean, between Polygon, Ethereum, Solana, Polkadot, and audio, I'm thinking maybe there's a winner somewhere in there. I mean, other than Ethereum. Ethereum's a natural winner. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just I've given up hope on that.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
Ethereum yet. You should get into Ethereum. Not financial advice, but definitely a smarter play than putting it into any of the other crap coins out there. But overall, to have a protocol, to have those protocols and to launch staking on them is very bullish. Even after Solana, I mean, the only time Solana doesn't crash is when I am actually in the Solana store.
Yeah, I think it's bullish too for Gemini. Just, I don't know. I'm so leery about things now because there's like, there's hacks like I think it's called DDS hacks. There's layer 2 bridge loops, like not loops, but hacks. And so for me, I'm just very leery about staking and anything that I'm like not holding my crypto myself. So just be careful out there. I don't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday, but I was in David's space and there was a guy and before I think it was the Voyager, he had never heard, or Celsius, he had never heard not your keys, not your crypto. And so it's crazy to me. Like we're in the space, we've heard it how many times, but there are people that are new out there that have not heard not your keys, not your crypto. So just be careful out there. If you don't physically have custody in a hard wallet, then who knows? Not that I'm saying something bad is going to happen. I'm not trying to, put bad juju on it.
We're not butting anything, but we do want to make sure that people are recognizing that, if Gemini is staking it, that means they have possession of it.
Right.
The same way as if you've got Ethereum and you're trying to lock your Ethereum up on Coinbase and Ethereum tubes getting launched, like you're risking your finances being in the hands of someone who you don't really know. And right. It sounds all like a bank, but anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. And our final piece of news before we get to anything else, Erica, you said there is some things that are coming along the way. What's going on? What's happening over there in the NFT world?
Yeah, so I pulled up OpenSea and Magic Eden. I always like to check those just to see like what's going on during the days. And I noticed that the Bored Ape Yacht Club got flipped by an NFT project called Genuine Undead. And so I thought that was actually pretty interesting. I have been super busy today. I haven't really heard of this collection before. I apologize, to the collection, but I really don't know a whole lot about it, except for the fact that it's #1 trending over the past 24 hours on OpenSea. So that's huge. And flipping Bored Ape Yacht Club. So I'm sure that there's a lot of apes out there that are not going to be happy. I don't know who's behind this project. I definitely need to research a little bit more about it. Maybe we'll put something on G Media tomorrow. We'll see. And then on Magic Eden, we have the top 3 projects are Vandals. OK Bears is still at the top in #2. And then DeGods are #3. So that's, holding pretty steady for OK Bears and DeGods anyway. So that's your little NFT update for the day.
Well, I was looking at the Genuine Undead. It's got about a 0.154 ETH floor right now. Average price is going for about 2 ETH or 0.2 ETH. But it looks like just like crypto punks with a gothic look to them, kind of. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Everybody and their mother knows that I don't do these things, so my NFT collection is not there. But nonetheless, I'm interested to see what the community says. But you brought up Bored Ape, so let me just take a moment of privilege here. Were you listening to those Bored Ape conversations the other day after they had a Bored Ape room?
I was not. Mm-mm.
Okay, so Bored Apes apparently had a room, and everyone's like, people left upset at Bored Apes, like they should have had a better space and let us talk longer. And then people started talking about how they trusted people that had Bored Ape PF profiles, trust other profiles. And I thought about that, and I said, why? Why would you have somebody that just has the money to buy a Bored Ape right now?
Right.
Like, it's not like Franklin and he got 56 apes. You're simply just believing people because they bought a Bored Ape. That to me is that's the mark of lunacy at this point. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Ape is a great brand. They have built something very spectacular. They've got the other side. It is building through Yuga Labs. It is something bullish on. But just having an ape does not make you a smart investor.
True.
It just doesn't. And some people have overpaid millions for. And so I guess when I
Mm-hmm.
say this is that folks, don't take anybody's word for things. Do your own due diligence. Do some own research. Because at the end of the day, it is your money and in your finances, and believing some guy or some woman or some PFP or some avatar just because they have a Bored Ape, or at least they tell you they have a Bored Ape, because
Mm-hmm.
uh, you know that other group exists with Bored Apes. I'm not going to bring their name up because they don't get my attention anymore. But there's another group that has these fake Bored Apes. Um,
Yeah.
they're not the same. And so, folks, due diligence, because somebody has a Bored Ape in the FP, they're a smart investor. Sometimes people get lucky, and other
Yeah.
times they overpay for things. My little advice.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you there. You never know when they got in. I mean, it maybe is like the misconception that if they have a Bored Ape that they got in super early. And so maybe they're a little bit more seasoned in this space, but like you said, anybody can buy one. And so that's not necessarily true. But yeah, it's interesting how the psychology works with NFTs and people thinking that certain projects you have more, more pull than others. But I agree with you. It's craziness.
Well, Erica, that brings us to the end. Oh, I'm sorry. There must be a delay over on my side. Erica, that actually is the end of the late night news for this evening, but we do want to let everyone at home know. Be on the lookout here at Gokhshtein Media for all of the interviews that are coming out of Blockchain Futures Conference between myself, Ross, and Alex. We were there. We were present. I think we had one other person on the team that might have been there. But either way, make sure you check out these interviews. There's some great ones in there. There's some new tidbits being launched. There's some great information. Remember, Gokhshtein Media is the only blockchain media company in the world doing this for you all across the country, all across the world, different markets, different spaces, bringing you Web3, bringing you crypto, bringing you NFTs. Before long, we're all going to be living in the metaverse, and that's where Erica's going to be running the show. But either way, I thank you all for allowing us to have just a few minutes of your time. Erica, you got anything to say?
Everybody have a great night. That's all.
No,
Just have a
for your
great
next
night.
show. When's your next show?
My next show, let's see here. So I just got done with Big Time Tonight. I believe that my next one is Alluvium next week. I know this is bad, but I actually have to check my schedule. I've just been running crazy. I believe it's Alluvium though. I'm pretty sure.
So next week, what time?
It is going to be Thursday at 7:00 Eastern Standard Time. And yes, next week we have Alluvium on the lineup. So that'll be super exciting. You should be there because you love like Immutable X. I love Immutable X. I think it's great. It actually flipped Solana the other day. Like
Did you see
NFT
that?
Immutable flipped
Yeah, I
Solana.
kind of got giddy. I was like this.
I bet you were.
I was getting like a schoolgirl. And if you check the Discord, I was like liking it and I was sharing. Yes, everyone, our team has a Discord. If you want to get in with Gokhshtein Media Discord, go to our links, follow us on Discord. We talk about this stuff all the time. You want inside information? Come on over to G Media's account because guess what? We have inside information. People tell us things just because we're here.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, they do.
That's literally how it works.
Yeah.
Well, Erica, if there's nothing else, remember, check out Erica's show. Go to Gokhshtein Media for all of your information. And make sure that you check out David, myself, any of our AMAs and our podcasts, because guess what? Our team is working around the clock for you. So as always, folks, my name is Akil Patterson. That's Erica. And have a great day and an even better tomorrow.
Bye.